Decides, and I'm Maria Shakil. 42 seats in Bengal go to polls in 7 phases, starting 19th of April. The BJP has so far released names of 38 candidates out of 42. The TMC, on the other hand, has announced all 42. The BJP has fielded Rekha Patra from Basirhat, she is also a victim and resident of Sandeshkhali. She was one of the first women to raise her voice during protests against alleged sexual assault by 3 expelled TMC leaders, Sheikh Shahjahan among others. Sheikh, a key accused in sexual assault and the land grab charges in Sandeshkhali, was arrested last month in connection with an assault on Enforcement Directorate officers on January 5th. Amrita Roy, who belongs to the royal family of Krishnanagar, has been nominated for the seat, and she will be taking on TMC's firebrand leader Mahua Moitra. Over the last 24 hours, the Prime Minister has spoken to these 2 candidates, sending a message of support to women from his party who are taking on the TMC. I am being joined by Amrita Roy on the show tonight. Ma'am, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. Prime Minister Modi spoke to you. He also spoke to Rekha Patra. The focus in Bengal seems to be on women. What role do you think women like you will play, particularly now that you have been fielded against Mahua Moitra?
So my role, if you have noticed my earlier interviews, that I have always said that it's that this state has become absolutely corrupt, absolutely dishonest. It's not safe for women. Like, I visited Sadar Hospital today, and a 15-year-old has been raped. So earlier also I've said it's just not Sandeshkhali. Every day something or the other like this is happening. So some things are coming out, and many things are kept under wraps. So that is why I feel that being a lady, I have a big role to play, because this has to stop. I mean, this cannot go on. People are scared to talk even because, in case they earn a bad name. They are not comfortable talking. They are not comfortable coming out of that place wherever they are and say that they are deprived of their own fundamental rights. So that there I play a role.
And Prime Minister Modi also spoke to Rekha Patra, the Sandeshkhali survivor. Fielding her from Basirhat is certainly high on symbolism. It's a powerful messaging as well. Do you think in general women like you will be able to take on a very powerful Chief Minister and also a woman like Mamata Banerjee?
No. I don't think it's a personal attack. My ideology is different. Theirs is different. We have no such thing as, like I'm taking on someone or she's taking me on. It's not like that. It's not a personal attack. We are following our own mental positive, for me, mental positive direction.
Today the Election Commission actually issued a notice to Dilip Ghosh, BJP leader from Bengal. How do you look at his comments against Mamata Banerjee? Of course, BJP president has also issued a notice and condemned it. Do you think these statements, which are certainly very despicable in nature, should be avoided?
Yeah, and I think in politics, many things sort of, misinterpreted. Maybe, I don't know about him. But I think, what you've not said also gets added. But then I feel, yes, you should be a little cautious.
My last question to you, ma'am. Krishnanagar, your constituency, is, of course, represented by TMC, is a former MP in Mahua Moitra. She has been pretty strong in her opinion and pretty vociferous at the same time. How do you look at your own battle?
Yes, like I say, I am here. Actually, I was reluctant to join any party because I have been throughout my life political, right? So this was something BJP had approached me, and this was a chance I got from Modi ji that I become a candidate for Lok Sabha Elections 24. So this is actually, you need a good platform. And this is an all India party. So I cannot do much. Like as an individual, I cannot reach out to many people. So I need a clean platform because this party, as of now, I have not heard has any scandal or anything. And Modi ji is a excellent leader. So he's an inspiration. So I thought, let me give it a try.
All right. All the best for your electioneering and your battle. Thank you so much for joining us. Amrita Roy there, BJP candidate from Krishnanagar. But the spotlight clearly is on women candidates and women as a constituency in Bengal. Shazia Ilmi, spokesperson of the BJP, is joining us. We also have Tasifur Rahman, spokesperson of the TMC. Shazia, first call to Rekha Patra, where the Prime Minister called her Shakti Swaroop, and then another call which is made to Amrita Roy. And again, the messaging here is that he says that he is exploring legal options to ensure that the money looted from the poor goes back to them through whatever assets and money ED has attached from the corrupt. I think Sandeshkhali certainly is going to be the talking point or the big messaging coming from the BJP, the justice for women of Sandeshkhali.
Well, absolutely. It has become such a nerve center, if you see, Maria. And I was so delighted to see that candidature of Rekha Patra. A woman of grit who has withstood, all that she has. And she's called out these goons, accused them on the face, and organized other women with her. Serious charges, extortion, sexual harassment, land grab. So I salute her really, and I love this. This is what democracy is about. This is one. I mean, when you pick up leaders like those and you give them, this is my idea of what democracy should be like. This is perfect candidature, if you ask me. And this is a young woman, and I saw that entire interaction. So definitely, women and Matra Shakti is a very important pillar. On which rests the BJP's ideology, campaign, and the entire mission. Okay. So it's an important pillar.
Tasifur Rahman, how is the TMC looking at countering this?
See, first of all, I would like to, wish all the best to all the candidates, especially the women candidates from BJP and Trinamool Congress as well. And we have such no issues when the Honorable Prime Minister is calling the candidates and want to support them. But somewhere, if you see, it's kind of very biased at the same time in the same state where his party leaders and a member of parliament, Dilip Ghosh, is continuously attacking Mamata Bandyopadhyay with derogatory remarks, which is very shameful. Yesterday also I was talking to Shazia ji, and I appreciate that Shazia also gave a statement where she sounded very apologetic. I mean, not she personally, but yeah, she realized that whatever Dilip Ghosh said, it's not acceptable at this part of the country, especially now. When MCC is in place, we are witnessing the Prime Minister calling multiple BJP candidates in Bengal and releasing the telephonic conversation in public domain. I mean, how is the ECI not taking cognizance of this blatant violation of the MCC? I mean, we have no issues with anyone calling any candidate, but why should that be used as a poll plank? My question is this.
I want to understand from you, Tasifur.
I don't understand.
Because, as a journalist myself and as someone who has covered elections and election commission, how is this really a violation of model code of conduct? If any party leader is speaking to his or her candidate and then putting that conversation out in the public domain, Mamata Banerjee has also done that, or other leaders do. Does Mamata Banerjee or say other
that's what's
leaders
done.
in
That's
India
what a
bloc do
campaign is all
not
about.
communicate or converse with their party
Leaders go around
candidates?
supporting the candidates. That's the whole idea of a campaign.
Maria, see, the election commission should talk on this. This is our duty to say something which is not appropriate according to us. But but let aside,
No, how is it inappropriate?
No,
How is it
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, moreover, the Prime Minister could spend time in calling the BJP candidates because he's of vested interest. It is absolutely clear. And he understands
what is vested interest
the
in
BJP Bengal unit is of no use.
If the
BJP Bengal unit is of no use.
The BJP's candidate, then who is Prime Minister expected to call? TMC candidates. And then you will say that is vested interest. He is trying to lure them. So I think that's a very absurd logic. Please go ahead.
You see, no, let's talk about fact, Maria.
No,
let's
please don't
fact.
go ahead.
Furthermore, the Prime Minister was found making a bogus promise of distributing 3,000 crore attached by the ED to the poor people of Bengal. They did the same in 2014 while promising the country that we will return 15 lakhs to each and every one. This kind of some jumla, and where Amit Shah will come in front and say that it's a chronology.
The X factor in these elections.
No, we have to talk about.
And
we have to talk about all aspects, Maria.
The question is, Tausif, 2019, when the BJP won 18 seats, nobody gave them a chance. All of you were of the opinion that the battle in these states are largely between the CPM or CPI versus the TMC. The BJP came out of nowhere and then it struck gold with 18 seats. My question is that right now, there appears to be a strategy in place. The strategy is the woman voter, and these are women of Sandeshkhali, who are feeling cheated perhaps by a woman chief minister. So it's high on symbolism. How do you plan to counter it? Is my simple and straight question.
Maria, the women of Bengal is not only in Sandeshkhali. The women in Bengal is all over Bengal. And what BJP has done with Bengal, the whole country has seen. Whether you talk about Brij Bhushan, he's roaming free. When you talk about Sandeshkhali, Sheikh Jah is behind the bars. 6 years suspended from the party. Strict action has been taken. Where is he right now? Behind the bars. Where is Brij Bhushan? The whole country is asking. The nation wants to know again that why Brij Bhushan is not arrested. Why there is no action taken from the party itself. Why do the party needs to wait for the court? Why is he roaming free like a lion? When the whole wrestling federation retired, they gave resignation just because of Brij Bhushan.
Okay, Shazia Ilmi will respond to this.
Hypocrisy?
So I can start off, if you want me to...
Yes, go ahead, Shazia.
So Tausif, addressing through you, Maria, I can start off with Naina Sani Tandoor case and go on and give you thousands of examples of what has happened and transpired. First of all, I think women's lives and women's bodies are not subjects to do politics on. That's one.
Absolutely.
Two, and more importantly, Sandeshkhali stands out because of what women have endured there. And these women are the most marginalized, the most deprived when it comes to social and economic
about Sandeshkhali.
And so, let me finish. If the Prime Minister won't call and encourage these women...
Patience.
You are not concerned about that.
She was listening to you patiently. You have to extend that courtesy to her.
Prime Minister,
you have to extend that courtesy to her.
I've never heard something more absurd than that. I think party leaders are supposed to encourage their candidates, which is exactly what the Prime Minister did. And that was a great moment actually to watch that interaction. And I'm sure your leaders also do the same. I don't know if your leaders, if Mamata Banerjee doesn't go out encouraging her own candidates, but others, that would be very strange. But I don't know how it works for TMC. And secondly, and most importantly, the very serious charges are there and the inquiry is going on where Brij Bhushan is concerned. So, you can't use one case and use it to whitewash the crimes and the taint of Sandeshkhali. You cannot do that. And we will not allow you to do that because what happened there was absolutely unforgivable, unpardonable. And this is so many women. So I'm glad that the spotlight is on women, on Matra Shakti. It's very important. And PM believes in it. And it shows there, it's manifestation of that assertion that yes, Matra Shakti rules, that Naari Shakti rules, that there has to be respect for women.
Maria, come on.
So I respect all women leaders. I'm not saying that. But you're talking about Dilip Ghosh. You talked about Dilip Ghosh. The president has issued a notice. You tell me what has been done about what Supriya Srinetha has done. Has she been thrown out of the party? Has there been any notice given to her by Mallikarjun Kharge or
Let me explain you. You're talking about Naari
So, I
Shakti.
mean, I'm just telling you, let's be fair. Let's not run away from topic.
The Prime Minister should have come forward and condemned what Dilip Ghosh said. He should have wrote something on Twitter.
No, he should have done that. And he should not have done that. You are nobody to decide Prime Minister's agenda. The party president has
Well, I was talking about the women of Bengal because the spotlight clearly is on the women, just like it is all across India. Shazia and Tausifur Rahman, thank you so much for joining us and bringing you our special report. This time, the hot seat is New Delhi constituency. An interesting battle playing out there. Here's a special report from Vedant.
The big battle for the heart of the national capital. The strategically important New Delhi constituency has seen stalwarts like Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Lal Krishna Advani and Ajay Maken contest from it. It is the oldest seat in New Delhi. It houses the power corridors of India. A victory in New Delhi means a key to the seat of the world's largest democracy. The throne of power, the core of our republic, the thrust of Indian democracy. This iconic boulevard has seen it all. Defining mandates, alliances rising to power, governments falling and prime ministers running the country from here, the centre of New Delhi. One of the capital's 7 constituencies, New Delhi is home to over 14 lakh voters, including high-profile electors like the President, the Prime Minister, judges and senior leaders who form one of India's most educated electorates. It was in the late 1970s, when the Janata Party was on the rise, that Atal Bihari Vajpayee wrested the all-important seat from the Congress soon after the emergency. His closest confidant and India's former Deputy Prime Minister L.K. Advani contested from New Delhi soon after in 1989 during the peak of the Ram Mandir movement. From Ajay Maken in the early 2000s to Meenakshi Lekhi holding the fort for the BJP in the last decade, it has been a direct contest between the BJP and the Congress until Delhi's Aam Aadmi entered the fray. Despite Kejriwal's back-to-back electoral victories in the state and local polls, his party is yet to dent the BJP's prospects in the Lok Sabha. This time, it's a battle between lawyers. The Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party are in alliance in Delhi, and New Delhi is being contested by the Aam Aadmi Party. From the AAP is a man who fought for the Anna Andolan in the courts, Supreme Court lawyer and a sitting MLA from New Delhi's Malviya Nagar, Somnath Bharti. The task is cut out for the party heavyweight to defend his boss in prison and broom up his party's tattered image in the run-up to the polls.
This time the election has a different color altogether. The way the election took place in 19 and 14, this time the reasons, the purpose, the focus is entirely different. The way BJP crushed opposition, the way they took away the rights of Delhi government, the way they tried to demolish the democratic fabric of the nation, all will be addressed in this election. So people of Delhi want accountability from central government. All these members of parliament of BJP in last 10 years, they did not say a word. When rights of people of Delhi were being snatched by central government, they did not say a word. BJP understands. Ajit Pawar, whom Honorable Prime Minister himself accused of 70,000 crores loot, he is in BJP. So BJP has a new washing machine. So now he is pure. Chhagan Bhujbal, who was jailed and remained in jail for 1 year on charges of corruption, he joined BJP. Now he is pure. You know, Suvendu Adhikari, Himanta Sharma, n number of people. So new washing machine in the market. BJP, which is to purify people, people do see कौन काम करता है, कौन नामदार है, कौन कामदार है.
In a radical political move, the BJP has unseated 6 of its 7 contentious sitting MPs from Delhi. From hate speech accused Parvesh Verma and Ramesh Biduri to the controversial MP Gautam Gambhir, the BJP's big Delhi leaders have all been dropped. From New Delhi, the BJP has fielded a fresh face. BJP veteran Sushma Swaraj's daughter, 40-year-old Bansuri Swaraj. A political debutante, Bansuri Swaraj is a lawyer like both her parents, boasting of an illustrious legal career.
There is no question of legacy. I can tell you that the people of Delhi have unwavering faith in Modi ki guarantee. Whether it was abrogation of Article 370, whether it was construction of a grand Ram temple in Ayodhya ji, whether it was bringing 33% reservation in favor of women in both Vidhan Sabha and Parliament by passing of the Naari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam. These are all promises which were enunciated in our manifesto, and they have been absolutely fulfilled. These are union elections. Yes. And therefore I think the voter also, the perspective is broader. We're talking about women-led development of a Viksit Bharat. So of course my vision resonates with his.
The fact that most of the sitting BJP MPs were removed, how do you look at that? Do people here, you see, were sort of disillusioned by the MPs of your party, your predecessors?
No, not at all. Not at all. हमारी पार्टी में टिकट कटते नहीं हैं, टिकट मिलते हैं और हमारे यहाँ पद नहीं होते, दायित्व होते हैं. Delhi has nearly 1.5 lakh first-time voters, and among them are thousands of young students in one of the country's biggest coaching hubs in New Delhi's Rajendra Nagar. In election season, this nerve center of UPSC aspirants is bustling with politics.
अगर हम कंट्री वाइड बात करेंगे तो इसमें नो डाउट जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर कैंडिडेट होते हैं, चूँकि ये लोकसभा का इलेक्शन है, उन्हीं के नाम पे वोटिंग होती है. लेकिन अगर आप मेरे व्यू की बात करेंगे तो आप अपने कंस्टिट्यूएंसी और प्लस जो आपके जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं रिगार्डिंग कंस्टिट्यूएंसी जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं उस चीज़ को भी ध्यान में रख के वोटिंग करनी चाहिए. अब जैसे कि एज ए स्टूडेंट वी आर फेसिंग अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट.
पॉलिटिकल लीडर हर रोज़ मतलब पार्टियाँ बदल रहे हैं. जैसे कि आप देख रहे हैं कितनी पार्टियाँ, बड़ी बड़ी पार्टी के लीडर जो जैसे महाराष्ट्र में लीडर हो गए, राजस्थान में लीडर हो गए. मतलब ये कुछ ट्रांसपेरेंसी और एक लीडर की कुछ अकाउंटेबिलिटी नहीं बची है. वो एक इलेक्शन में इधर, एक इलेक्शन में उधर. आजकल जैसे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बॉडी की जितना वो गरिमा गिरती जा रही है, तो एक सोसाइटी का जो सोसाइटी बन रही है रिलीजन के बेसिस पे या कास्ट के बेसिस पे, ये पिछले कुछ सालों में या 1-2 डेकेड में बढ़ा है अभी. क्योंकि अगर आज देखो, आज के टाइम में अगर कोई अपनी कोई बात रखना चाहता है, अगर कोई प्रोटेस्टर है या कोई और भी है, अगर वो अपनी बात रखता है तो उसे एज ए एंटी नेशनल घोषित कर दिया जाता है उसी टाइम. वो मेनली पार्लियामेंट में जो हो रहा है, पार्लियामेंट की प्रोसीडिंग अगर हम भी देखते हैं तो पार्लियामेंट की प्रोसीडिंग में अगर उसका वो देखें कि कितनी एफिशिएंसी है, वो एफिशिएंसी आ ही नहीं रही है.
I feel cleanliness is the first thing they should think about. I feel the streets are not very clean. All these dogs here, it's very scary. The cost of living is very high. Since I am from Tamil Nadu, I see the cost of living is very high, almost double.
From deadly pollution to toxic landfills and the sanitation mess. Even as Delhi grapples with these long-standing issues, it is left without a chief minister. The arrest of Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal ahead of the big general elections has left the Aam Aadmi Party without its star campaigner and biggest face. The contest for the coveted New Delhi seat is a prestige battle, both for the Aam Aadmi Party as well as the BJP. Many political pundits say that the BJP, which has unseated 6 of its 7 sitting MPs here in Delhi, is nervous of the Aam Aadmi Party, which has defeated the BJP both in state elections as well as municipal polls. But these are national elections. Can the big message of brand Modi, national security and Vishwa Guru trump local issues like sanitation and air pollution? That is a big question. In New Delhi with camera person Kanan Patra, Vedant for NDTV.